Blue Period Volume 2 Review. In Isekai stories, the main character is often knocked down by a truck. Yet Yaguchi's mundane high school life is changed forever, not by the truck but the shattering impact of a senpai's painting. Now he's obsessed with making his own art and is planning to go to Towa University. He's never been attending the evening class, in secret, paid for out in his own savings. There's only one problem. He needs his parents' consent to apply. His father is just pleased and his son has found something he wants to do, but his mother is upset and doesn't see any point in studying art. It's until Yatara draws an informal portrait of her doing the housework and has a long and heartfelt conversation with her as to why he feels compelled to become an artist, that she relents. But Yatara has begun to realize how little knows about art and artists. Now, in his final year in high school, he signs up for an evening course in oil painting at prep school, which prepared him and the other students for the tough entrance exam at Towa. The fictitious teacher, Oba Sensei, maybe all smiles, but she's very perceptive and doesn't sugarcoat her words with her students. Towa's gotta be tough with the way you are now. She cheerfully tells the crestfallen Yatora and proceeds to break down the numbers for applying for the course and the examinations you have to pass. She analyzes some of the oil paintings that past students have created in Enter Towa before advising, it's more important to create your art that is uniquely yours. Yatori is told to go out and discover what appeals to him and realizes that he has been so busy making his own art that he's neglected to go to galleries and actually look at other artists' work. It's going to be a step learning curve. Yatori finds himself alongside other students as personally motivated as he is. Although not all of them are friendly. Itosuke Takahashi, the precocious young genius that Yatora has already met, is as prickly as before but outgoing, self-confident Haruka Hashida is a breath of fresh air, breezily sweeping Yatora along in his enthusiastic approach to his work. But things are not going so well for Yatora's classmate Ryuji on the front cover art this volume, with the dresses as a girl, Yuka, Yatora's a sympathetic guy, and he's there for Ryuji Yuka when life deals them a harsh blow. Nevertheless, bombarded with conflicting advice, Yatora finds himself torn into many directions. How is he going to produce an oil painting that's good enough to get him into Towa? If we read a student of the creative arts, this second volume of Blue Period and Yatora's predicament already resonate with you. It certainly did with me. He's lucky in that Oba Sensei has her students' best interests at heart, but not all of them understand that, especially Yotosuke. She has some harsh things to say to them about the realities of studying art. But Yatora really cares about art. He's found that one thing in life that's meaningful to him, and the purposefully hurtful thing said by Yotosuke strikes home, even though you're coming out of the mouth of someone who's also hurting and lashing out. However, in a story about becoming an artist, the black and white manga art is still inadequate in admittedly insightful analysis of art techniques, especially the pages where the students are studying a replica of Gustav Klimt's A Field of Poppies by Masaba Yachikusa. All the talk of the use of color composition is lost on us in grayscale. Bring on the anime TV series soon, please. Mangaka Tsubasa Yamagushi's impressive use of color is showcased in 4 gorgeous color pages in the center of the volume. And if the creative team pick up on this, the anime is going to be a visual treat. But until then, get to imagine the paintings described here and listen with the artists at the end of the volume. When it comes to the manga art itself, Tsubasa Yamaguchi has a striking style and is especially good at showing us and what the characters are thinking and feeling doesn't always correspond with what they're saying. When Yatora is trying to convince his mother that art school graduates can get good jobs like other graduates, his eyes and forced smile betrayed him. Translation for this volume in Kodansha's ongoing edition is again by Anjin Oloye and moves convincingly for the everyday and inconsequential chapters of the students the formal critical analysis delivered by Oba Sensei. This volume is rounded off by a short bonus in which Yatora remembers his first impressions of Raiji Yoka and 4 light-hearted Yonkoma strips. In the second volume of Blue Period, Tsubasa Yamaguchi delves deeper into the midst of Yatora as he struggles to find his voice and style as an artist. There are some painful realizations for the young would-be artist to face that up to, as well as for 2 of his fellow students, Raiji Yoka and Yotosuke. Recommended 9 out of 10.